Hello everyone and welcome back. You're tuned into the Native New Yorker YouTube channel. So I just got this new microscope in the mail and I'll be unboxing, setting up and reviewing it. This is the JOYALENS JL208S. Link to it will be in the description below. It's labeled as a soldering microscope for electronics repair with a 10.1-inch screen that can record audio and video in 4K 30 frames per second. One of the features of this microscope is its built-in ring light of 8 LEDs around the lens. This keeps it more streamlined and eliminates having to buy another accessory and the problems of trying to attach it. Here is the process of me setting it all up and powering it on for the first time. Included is an infrared remote for those times when you want to change settings, start and stop recording, or capturing an image without having to touch the screen, thus avoiding any shaky movements. Now for the most exciting part of the reveal. Here I'm checking out the menu and going through all of the settings. This is also when you should set up the date and time. Now I'm checking out the lighting and magnification of a circuit board I had laying around. Here is another feature of the microscope. Actually, it's a feature of the stand that came with it. You can loosen the 12mm bolt on the bottom of the stand and tilt the assembly back. This will give you a bit more room for your soldering iron, hot air gun, or solder sucker if you're working on a component that's right under the lens. Another advantage of the tilted stand is the lens of the microscope will be out of the way of the smoke and fumes. Here is a capture mode which takes a 10 megapixel photo and saves it on the included 64 gigabyte micro SD card. Here's an example. You can control the intensity of the 8 LEDs around the lens with this thumb wheel. Sorry for blocking the view of the lamp. You can also control the intensity of the 2 lamps mounted on the base with the power cable controller. The height of the microscope can be easily adjusted on the column by loosening its lock nut and turning the adjustment knobs. This is what it looks like with the bottom of the microscope lens about 3 inches above the board. This is what it looks like with the microscope raised to its maximum height, which puts the lens about 8 inches above the board. Here are some of the goodies that came with the microscope. This is a specimen's slide illuminator. It lights up one of those specimen slides from the bottom. It also comes with several slides with specimen on them, and here they are. You know it's also listed as a coin microscope. Check this out, vintage New York City subway tokens. Here's the actual 4K footage from the microscope. Here are some examples of what the recorded video looks like. Now onto the number one feature of this microscope that most others in this price range cannot compete. The 4K HDMI output on the back of the unit supports simultaneous display of the microscope's screen. That means both the screen on the microscope and the HDMI output remain both on. Here you can see the digital lag between both screens are very minimal. In my previous videos, I was using an Andostar microscope. I wasn't happy with the stand that came with it, so I custom mounted it onto an articulated arm made by another company, Tomlov. A link to that video is listed in the description below. You can check out that video to see how I was able to custom mount it. The stand that came with this JOYALENS microscope is similar to all of the others. There's a limited amount of space between the support column and the center focus of the lens. This is a major disadvantage when you want to view larger circuit boards. Upon further inspection, I'm able to mount the center column of the JOYALENS microscope onto the tom lock articulating arm without any modification. As you can see here, this is my new setup. I will be using this JOYALENS microscope with simultaneous displays on my tom lock arm. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.